Dear students, we welcome you to our classes conducted by our YouTube channel, SL Account School. The subject we are going to handle today is going concern concept. Before we move on to the lessons, first let us look at the question. It reads as, a company faces the following situation after several years of operation. 1. Only raw material needed for the production was banned on environmental concern. 2. Negative cash flow is a permanent feature, it appeared. 3. Lending institutions have filed action for recovery. 4. Major debtor, a limited liability company, is declared bankrupt. Possibly, it indicates illegal entity, going concern impairment, financial restructure, a state institution. We have to choose one. Let's move on to the subject. Going concern means a continuity of the business for foreseeable future, maybe indefinitely, at least for next 12 months. 12 months can be from the date of balance sheet or the date of reporting. All accounting assumptions and valuations are based on continuity of the business. In other words, it is a going concern. If not, these assumptions and valuations cannot be sustained, and it has to be approached in a different way. If a business is a going concern, it will run its operation as normal, and it should be able to meet all its outside obligation and should not have any specific plans to liquidate, close the business. Closing a business situation can arise due to several reasons. Few examples are, if a business make losses year after year, or it may have negative cash flow activity, it means it will not be able to meet its day-to-day operation, or it can be the loans are delayed or defaulted altogether. Suppliers may stop extending the credit, work stoppage, strikes, lack of raw materials, etc. Or maybe there are certain legal proceedings against the company which prevents the business to continue. If this situation persists, it is the duty of the people who are preparing the accounts and who are auditing to inform the members of the public appropriately. If going concern is impaired, the valuations of assets will have to vary. Current assets are usually shown as cost or net realizable value, whichever is lower. But in the case of non-current assets, fixed assets usually show cost less depreciation, written down value. But this cannot be so. Here again, it has to be shown at the net realizable value. For an example, an asset has a lifetime of 5 years where we may depreciate it at the rate of 20%. But if the business is going to last only for 1 year, where do you get the opportunity to depreciate it for 5 years? It will become immediate. This may be applicable for all tangible assets, but in the case of non-tangible assets, such as goodwill, license, copyright, etc., Sometime it may prove no value at all and therefore to be written off 100%. If liquidation process, that means closing down the business has started, priority payments will become effective, such as liquidators' expenses, liquidators' fee, tax, etc., due to the state, all will stand in priority before settling the other liabilities. Long-term liabilities and short-term liabilities all will come into one level. Hope issues of going concern is understood. Now let's look at the question. One, it says the raw material needed for the company is banned due to environmental concern. It means the production has come to a halt. Second one says negative cash flow is a permanent feature. Here in time to time, the company does not have enough cash to pay for their daily expenditure and settlement of creditors, etc. Third one, the lending institutions have filed action for recovery means the company said to have defaulted their payment. Fourth, a major debtor, a person who has to pay to this company, have been declared bankrupt by the courts. In that case, we will receive only a small part of the money due to us, or sometime nothing. So all these things indicate going concern impairment. So therefore the answer is B. Dear students, a flashcard is attached here just to remind you the lessons that we have learned today. These classes, as you all know, is provided to you by SL Account School, our YouTube channel. So we kindly request you to subscribe, share, like, and propagate it among all those who are interested. Thank you very much.